Capricorn, today is not just another day. October 27 is unlike any other day you have experienced. Right now, if you are watching this, you are standing at the threshold of a shift that could completely change your life. The energy surrounding you is powerful, unseen, and waiting to be claimed. But only those who are awake, only those who choose to engage, only those who act will feel its impact. Before we go any further, I need you to do something. Hit that like button, subscribe, and type in the comments, "I'm ready." By doing this, you are signaling to the universe that you are open, that you are prepared, and that you are willing to receive what is meant for you. This is not just a ritual. This is the first step in activating the extraordinary path laid out for you today. Some of you may feel restless, a little on edge, or like something is waiting just beyond your perception. That feeling, Capricorn, is the whisper of change. Think about Joseph in the Bible, who spent years in a pit, forgotten by his own family, only for the moment to arrive when Pharaoh had a dream no one could interpret. Joseph's life shifted in a single day, and it was the day he was prepared to see it. Today is your Joseph moment. The signs have been here for weeks, months, and maybe even years, but you may have ignored them because they didn't fit your timeline. Today, the timing is perfect, and your preparation meets opportunity. Consider the story of a Capricorn entrepreneur named Michael. For months, he was stuck in a cycle of rejection and failure, watching opportunities pass by as others took the lead. On a day very much like this, he received a simple email from a client he had almost forgotten. It was not flashy, it was not even urgent, but it contained a proposal that, if he accepted, would transform his business forever. Michael hesitated, doubted, wondered if it was too late, but then something inside told him to act. He responded immediately, and within weeks, his life changed beyond imagination. That same kind of hidden opportunity is moving toward you right now. The universe does not make mistakes. If you are paying attention, if you are open, today will deliver your Michael moment. Even celebrities, Capricorns just like you, experience these invisible shifts. Take Denzel Washington, for instance. There was a day in his early career when a casting call seemed like a mistake, a random audition he could have skipped, but he showed up. That single decision, appearing minor at the time, became the turning point that propelled him into stardom. His life was transformed because he recognized a subtle sign and chose to engage with it. You are standing at the same crossroads today. Will you see it? Will you feel it? Will you act? The energies surrounding October 27 are not just astrological, they are divine, woven into the very fabric of reality. They have the ability to open doors that you didn't even know existed. Consider the story of Taylor, a Capricorn artist who felt creatively stuck for years. One ordinary day, a chance meeting with a mentor changed her perspective. A few words, a brief conversation, and her entire career trajectory shifted overnight. The day seemed ordinary to everyone else, but for her, it was life-altering. Today, Capricorn, you may encounter your own Taylor moment. The signs are subtle, a message, a meeting, a flash of insight, but the power lies in noticing them. Pay attention to your surroundings today. The people you meet, the messages you receive, the opportunities you feel drawn to, they are not coincidental. Many Capricorns have dismissed the subtle whispers of life, thinking the timing wasn't right, that the moment would come later. But the truth is, the universe does not delay, it synchronizes. Today is your synchronization point. It may appear as a small coincidence, a chance encounter, or even a fleeting thought that hits with an unusual intensity. Do not ignore it. Recognize it, embrace it, and act upon it. Think about history for a moment. On October 27, decades ago, leaders and visionaries made choices that altered the course of nations. Decisions made on ordinary days, unnoticed at first, became turning points remembered for generations. The same invisible energy that moved through those days, moving mountains and shifting destinies, flows through your life today. Do not underestimate it. You are not here by accident. You are being called to step into a moment that could define you in ways you have only dreamed of. Even in spiritual terms, the alignment of today is rare. It is as if the universe has aligned all necessary elements, the preparation of your mind, the readiness of your spirit, the circumstances of your life, so that one simple action could ripple through every area of your existence. Just like Esther, who stepped forward at the exact moment to save her people, you are being positioned for a moment that is not accidental. The universe does not waste effort on hesitation. It rewards action, and it rewards awareness. And yes, Capricorn, there may be fear. That is natural. The fear you feel is the awareness that something significant is about to happen. Real courage is acting despite that fear. The universe is giving you a chance today to step into a story far bigger than you can currently imagine. A chance to alter your path, to pivot your life, to embrace a reality that has been waiting for you all along. But the key is attention. The key is readiness. The key is action. I want you to reflect for a moment on what has been tugging at you quietly, insistently in recent weeks. A project, a message, a feeling you cannot ignore. That is your signal. Pay attention, act, engage. And if you do, you will unlock something today that will feel impossible tomorrow. The signs are clear yet subtle, designed only for those who are awake and willing to receive them. And now imagine a young Capricorn named Hannah. She had been struggling with her career, feeling unseen, undervalued, and stuck in the same pattern for years. One morning, she felt an unusual pull to attend a seminar she almost skipped. There, a conversation with a stranger led to an offer that changed her life. What seemed like a coincidence was actually a carefully orchestrated alignment of timing, preparation, and courage. Today, Capricorn, Hannah's story could become your story. If you are watching this, you are part of that alignment. Every like, every comment, every moment you choose to focus is signaling to the universe that you are ready. You are preparing yourself for the opportunity that could appear without warning, and when it does, it will require you to recognize it immediately. Those who hesitate will miss it. Those who act will step into a destiny that has been waiting for them for a lifetime. Right now, pay attention to the subtle signs. A message that feels unusual, a thought that won't leave your mind, a person who appears at exactly the right time. They are all pieces of a puzzle that only you can complete. The universe is testing your awareness, your courage, your willingness to engage. Remember the story of Michael, remember Denzel, remember Taylor. Ordinary moments can hide extraordinary opportunities. And today, Capricorn, the ordinary will reveal itself to be extraordinary in ways you cannot yet imagine. Do not scroll past, do not ignore the small nudges, the fleeting thoughts, the subtle messages. Today, your life could shift forever, and the first step is simple: notice, engage, and act. Every sign you see today is a key, every opportunity is a door, and the moment to unlock them is now. The clock is moving, Capricorn. The energies are aligning. Your moment is arriving. One simple choice could ripple through every aspect of your life, shifting everything you thought was permanent. And yet, the key remains hidden in plain sight, waiting for you to see it. The story is beginning, the energy is rising, and the universe is holding its breath, waiting for your signal. Capricorn, before we go any further, pause for a moment and breathe. Today is not ordinary, and you are not watching this by accident. If you have not already, hit that like button right now, subscribe and comment, I see the signs. Because starting now, everything you hear will unlock deeper awareness in your spirit. The energy that woke you up today was not random. You were pulled here by something greater, destiny, purpose, divine timing, all converging at once to reach you. You are being guided towards something powerful and hidden, and the only thing that can stop you is ignoring the signs right in front of you. Have you felt lately like someone or something has been trying to get your attention? Maybe it's a song you keep hearing, numbers repeating, 11, 11, 222, 888, or a person you haven't spoken to in years suddenly contacting you. Capricorn, what if I told you these are not coincidences? What if the universe is trying to speak louder because today is the day you are supposed to hear it? Many Capricorns have been receiving dreams that feel too real to ignore, visions that arrive before the mind is awake, and a sense that something massive is approaching. These messages are pushing you toward a doorway you are meant to open, but the key is recognizing what others overlook. Let me tell you about a Capricorn named Samuel. For years, he worked a job where his talent was buried, his voice dismissed, and his potential ignored. But he kept grinding, pushing forward, even while others underestimated him. Then something strange began happening. He started waking up every night at the exact same time, 3:03 a.m. He didn't know why, but his spirit did. One morning, after waking up yet again, he checked his email and saw a message from a company he'd applied to 2 years earlier. They suddenly wanted to meet him that very same day. That moment he responded, everything shifted. He got the job, his income doubled, his confidence returned. What he once saw as a delay was actually divine alignment waiting for the perfect timing. Those repeated wake-ups weren't a nuisance. They were a sign, a spiritual alarm clock ringing for his breakthrough. Capricorn, some of you have been experiencing similar interruptions, a feeling that you are being pulled away from the ordinary. These disruptions are guidance. You have been protected from situations that seemed promising but were designed to limit you. Relationships ending, jobs slipping away, people losing access to you, it all hurt, but it was necessary, because what's coming will require you to be free, prepared, and fully aware. Let's go back to the ancient story of Esther. She was not a queen because life was easy. She was placed in a palace where she didn't feel like she belonged, surrounded by danger, uncertainty, and silence. But every confusing moment was strategic. It positioned her to be the right person in the right place at the right time, with the power to change the fate of an entire nation. Esther did not understand the signs at first, but once she listened, she unlocked the purpose she was chosen for. You, Capricorn, are being positioned the same way. Your preparation has not been wasted. Your pain has not been pointless. Your struggle has been shaping you for the moment you step forward and make the decision that changes everything. Celebrities have experienced this exact energy too. Take Oprah Winfrey. Yes, she's an Aquarius sun, but her Capricorn energy in her chart is what fueled her discipline and rise. She faced rejection after rejection, trauma after trauma, but every setback pushed her closer to the door she was meant to walk through. The day she was given a small opportunity on a struggling local TV show, she had no idea it would launch her into becoming one of the most influential people in the world. The yes that changed her life didn't look like success at first. And Capricorn, neither will yours. The greatest blessings often show up disguised as uncertainty. You may be thinking, why now? Because today your energy is at its peak. The path you've been preparing for is finally opening. For years, you have been asked to wait, to be the responsible one, the strong one, the one who keeps going even when everyone else gives up. And now the universe sees you ready to receive what you once only dreamed of. But you must stay alert, you must act, and you must believe that what is coming is bigger than what you are leaving behind. Think about the signs you've been experiencing. Unusual encounters. People from the past returning. A strong desire to move, change, or start fresh. Opportunities that feel both exciting and terrifying. A sudden craving for silence and isolation. These are not random, they are signals. Your spirit is decoding what your eyes cannot see yet. Something is whispering, pay attention, everything is about to make sense. Now listen closely, there's a Capricorn named Aisha. She felt stuck in a relationship that drained her, but she stayed because she feared starting over. Then one day, her partner suddenly broke things off. She was devastated, confused, and convinced her life was falling apart. But less than a month later, she met someone who supported her dreams, opened doors for her, and helped her see her own worth again. That heartbreak was the universe clearing space for the love she truly deserved. Sometimes the blessing enters right after something heavy is removed. Capricorn, today may bring a removal, but it's only making space for a miracle. And then there's the story of Jay, a Capricorn musician who poured his heart into his art for nearly a decade with no recognition. He thought about quitting many times, but he kept going, not because life got easier, but because he felt a calling he couldn't silence. One afternoon, he randomly posted a video clip he almost deleted. That clip exploded, millions of views. Later, a major label reached out. His entire life changed from one post he nearly didn't make. Capricorn, your breakthrough might come from the very moment you feel like giving up. Every Capricorn watching this has felt that moment. The pressure, the doubt, the loneliness, the feeling that you've done everything right but still haven't received what you deserve. But here is the truth. The universe has been storing your blessings, accumulating them, multiplying them, waiting for the moment when the timing is ripe. And that moment is now. Look at the patterns, the messages, the sudden urges to change direction. When God wants to shift your life, He makes you uncomfortable in the life you've outgrown. Your spirit already knows the move you need to make. You've been feeling it. You've been dreaming about it. You've been imagining a completely different version of yourself, one that is stronger, wealthier, freer, and more aligned than ever. If this message is resonating with you, comment right now, I know this is for me. because engaging with this message is not just a YouTube habit, it is an affirmation. It is you saying, I'm awake, I'm paying attention, I am ready. And readiness is magnetic. When you show the universe you're ready, doors swing open. Don't underestimate what can happen today. A text message could change everything. A sudden idea could lead to wealth. A brief conversation could unlock a destiny connection. A random invitation could introduce you to the life you're meant to live. Capricorn, your intuition will not lie today. That inner voice may whisper, but its message is louder than anything outside of you. Now think carefully, who has come back into your life recently, who suddenly wants to talk, who has started acting differently around you. These are not coincidences. People can be spiritual messengers or spiritual tests. Some return to support your growth, others return to block your doorway forward. Your gift today is discernment. You will see clearly what you once tolerated blindly. Pay attention to where you feel drawn today. Pay attention to what feels urgent. Pay attention to the opportunities that make your heart race. Don't doubt yourself. Don't postpone your move. Don't silence your inner knowing. You have earned this moment through years of discipline and resilience. Capricorn, you are closer than you think. You are stronger than you realize. You are destined for more than you have received. And while others may underestimate you, the universe does not. God does not. Your destiny does not. The signs today are not asking for your curiosity, they are demanding your action, so take it. Notice, respond, engage, because something is approaching you that will not wait. And just when you think you've understood the message, something even more powerful is about to reveal itself. You have been feeling it, haven't you? That strange mix of fear and excitement rising inside your chest like a silent earthquake. You can't explain it to anyone because even you don't fully understand it. But something in your soul knows that life is about to change. Not just a little change, not something small like a new routine or a new opportunity. No, what's coming is something that will rewrite the story of your life, and you can already feel the first page turning. Listen closely. Don't scroll away, and while you're here, make sure you tap that like button, subscribe right now, because what you're about to hear is not a coincidence. It is a message meant for you, delivered to you at the exact moment you needed it most. The enemy tried everything to stop you from hearing this, but here you are, and that alone is a sign. You've walked through storms that would have crushed the average person. You've smiled through heartbreak that was never repaired. You've shown up for people who disappeared when you needed them most. Recognize this, the universe does not waste warriors like you. Every time you were rejected, abandoned, betrayed, humiliated, or overlooked, none of that was punishment. That was preparation. You weren't delayed, you were hidden. Hidden until the right moment. Hidden until the right audience. Hidden until you became too strong to be destroyed. And the irony, the same people who thought your silence meant defeat are about to watch your rise in disbelief. There's a reason you've been uncomfortable recently. It's because you are outgrowing everything in your past. The job that doesn't value you, the friendships that drain you, the habits that sabotage you, the fear that caged you. You can't stay where you are anymore. Your soul is demanding expansion, and expansion requires disruption. That's why relationships have been falling apart. That's why the money you expected didn't come. That's why the people you trusted changed without warning. You've been asking for elevation, but elevation requires separation, and separation never feels good at first. Let me take you into a real-life story of a woman named Sarah. She was a nurse, working endless shifts, tired, unnoticed, and always questioning why life never rewarded her effort. One night after losing a patient she tried desperately to save, she sat alone in her car and whispered, "God, what do you want from me? Why am I always the one who sacrifices?" She didn't know that the hospital administrator had been watching her quietly from a distance. He saw her compassion. He saw her grace, and a month later he called her into his office and offered her a lead management position with triple her salary. The same place that drained her elevated her. Her tears became the water that grew her blessing. Sometimes the miracle is already watching you, you just don't see it yet. You may think everything in your life is falling apart, but what if everything is actually falling into place? What if the delay is divine? What if the confusion is direction? Picture this. Leonardo DiCaprio, before fame, was told he wasn't leading man material. Oprah was fired from her job because they said she wasn't fit for television. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine if they believed the lies. Imagine if they quit because of criticism. The world would have been robbed of greatness. And the same is true for you. Someone tried to convince you that you're not enough. Someone tried to silence your potential. Someone tried to make you believe that your dreams were too big. But listen carefully. If your dream intimidates others, it means it was never meant for them. There's another story you need to hear, a biblical story. Joseph had a dream that he would rise to power, but before he rose, he was sold, betrayed, falsely accused, and locked away. If someone walked in during his prison season, they would have said he was cursed. But what looked like the end was the setup for his destiny. He didn't know that every betrayal was pushing him closer to the palace. You, too, are in a transitional chapter. You think the setback is the main story, but it's actually just a scene. The palace is already written into your future. The crown has already been molded for your head. The enemies who spoke against you, they will be the first to witness your victory. You know what makes your story powerful? You never stopped believing. Maybe your voice got quiet. Maybe your hope got tired. But something inside you refused to die. You kept going when others would have surrendered. And that's why greatness is drawn to you. The universe rewards those who persist. The miracle is not in never falling. It is in rising every single time. Let me tell you about a young man named Victor, grew up with nothing. His father left when he was 6. His mother struggled to feed him and his siblings. He was laughed at when he said he wanted to build a business. They called him stupid, unrealistic, childish. But every night he stayed awake learning, planning, preparing. Years later, the same people who mocked him now line up to get a job in his company. A king is still a king, even when he's dressed as a servant. And you, yes, you have that same royal blood. The throne is already looking for you. I want you to do something powerful right now. Tap the like button not because it helps this video, but because it is a symbolic action of agreement. When you subscribe, you are saying, I believe my breakthrough is coming, and I refuse to miss another message meant for me. Comment, I am ready, if you can feel the shift happening. Speak it into existence, because your voice has power. The words you say shape the world you experience. Take a deep breath. Remember every moment they tried to break you. Remember the nights you cried thinking you'd never rise again. Remember the insults you swallowed and turned into motivation. Look at you now, still standing, still breathing, still fighting. And there is a reason for that. Warriors do not survive battles by accident. You survived because your purpose isn't finished. In fact, it's just beginning. Have you ever wondered why you feel things more deeply than others? Why you see signs, coincidences, warnings, and messages that others ignore? It's because you are spiritually awake. You are sensitive to destiny. You can sense danger before it arrives. You can feel betrayal before it speaks. That is a gift, a very rare gift. And it's proof that your life is not ordinary. You have been chosen, and chosen souls always go through the hardest tests. You've been fighting battles nobody knows about. Silent wars, internal storms, smiles that hide the pain. You mastered pretending you're okay just to keep everyone else comfortable. But now, finally, life is about to become fair to you. Everything you lost is about to return multiplied. Every tear will come back as joy. Every doubt will become clarity. Every burden will become strength. The shift has already begun, and the people who underestimated you won't believe what they see next. Let me show you something powerful. Look back at your life. The biggest blessings you ever received didn't show up when you expected them. They came after heartbreak, after disappointment, after failure. That's not coincidence. That's strategy. The universe breaks you right before it blesses you so that when you rise, you will never fear falling again. There is a third story I must tell you, a celebrity story, Keanu Reeves, known for his kindness, his success, his grace, but most people don't know the tragedies he survived. His best friend overdosed, his unborn child died at birth, his partner passed away in a car crash, and yet he still treats people with love and humility. He didn't let pain make him bitter. He let it make him better. The same resilience lives in you. You are capable of turning your wounds into wisdom. Your heartbreak can become someone else's hope. Your scars will become your superpower. You've waited a long time for your blessings, too long maybe, and now you're exhausted, tired of hopping, tired of believing, tired of being strong. Listen, when you are closest to the breakthrough, life feels the heaviest. Right before the magic happens, everything tries to convince you to give up. Don't you dare. You are closer than you think. The blessing is already on the way, and the enemy is terrified. There are doors that were locked in your past because they belong to the future you. There are rooms your name was already written on, but you weren't ready to enter. Now, doors will open without you knocking. Opportunities will find you. People will support you without you begging for their approval. The shift is not coming. It's here. Your spirit knows it. That's why you feel restless. That's why something inside you keeps whispering, it's soon. Let this moment sink in. You are aligning with your highest timeline. The version of you that succeeds is stepping forward. The version of you that settles is stepping back. Transformation is happening in silence. Growth is happening in darkness. Like a seed buried underground, you might not see the results yet, but roots are forming. Stability is forming. A foundation is forming. And when you rise, you will never fall again. Every heartbreak prepared your heart. Every failure sharpened your vision. Every delay intensified your blessing. Every betrayal removed the wrong people. Every setback realigned your destiny. All of it, every moment, every wound, every defeat, it was all part of the design. The architect of your destiny knew exactly what pressure it would take to shape a legend. And now the legend is emerging. Your next chapter will shock everyone who doubted you. The ones who turned their back on you will wish they stayed. The ones who laughed will get quiet. The ones who tried to bury you will realize they planted a seed. You will rise in a way that makes the past irrelevant. And listen to this very carefully. Your blessings will not be small, they will be loud. They will be visible. They will be undeniable. They will speak for you. You won't have to prove anything. Your success will become your voice. Your elevation will become your revenge. Your glow will expose every lie spoken against you. So keep watching, keep listening, keep believing, because something massive is approaching your life. Something that will change your direction, your environment, your income, your relationships, your identity. You may not see it yet, but you can feel it, and that feeling is not a mistake. Tap the like button if your spirit knows this message is yours. Subscribe and type, "I claim this," if your heart is ready, because from this moment on, you are stepping into a new reality. And everything you thought was lost is about to return in a way you never expected. But the real reason all this is happening hasn't even been revealed yet. You are watching this right now for a reason you can't fully explain. Something pushed you here, something whispered your name, something in your soul is tired of repeating the same days, the same pain, the same disappointments. You feel destined for something bigger, but you don't have the map yet. That's okay, because what you're about to hear will become the map. It will become the sign you've been waiting for. Before we go deeper, pause for a second and tap the like button as a bold declaration. I am ready for the promise I was born for. And subscribe now, because what is coming next will speak directly to your spirit. This isn't entertainment, this is a message. You've been dealing with a pressure that doesn't match the season you're in. You've watched others celebrate while you had to rebuild. You've had doors slammed in your face simply because you dared to hope. You've had to act strong in public while crying in silence. You've given people pieces of your heart, and they didn't even say thank you. But here's the truth. You are being refined, not ruined. The universe has been shaping you in secret. When diamonds are cut, they are kept away from the world until the shine is ready to blind everyone watching. You are that diamond. Think about it. Your life has been one long training ground. Every rejection trained you to stand on your own. Every betrayal trained you to trust your intuition. Every loss trained you to value real love. The reason the enemy has been attacking so hard is because your next chapter is too important. You are stepping into a season where nothing will be able to stop what has already been written for you. You will be the first in your family to rise, to heal, to break the curse. And that will not come without resistance. Let me tell you about a man named David, a real story. He worked at a job where nobody respected him. They mocked him, gave him the worst tasks, paid him less, and laughed behind his back. But every day he prayed, "Show me who I really am." One day, a new investor visited the company. While others were showing off, the investor noticed David's humility and his excellence. Weeks later, the investor pulled David aside and told him, "I want you to run my new branch." Overnight, David went from being stepped on to being the one calling the shots. Not because he begged for attention, but because grace found him. When it's your time, even your haters become your witnesses. You have been the backbone for many. You've carried others farther than they ever walked with you. You gave when you barely had anything left, believing kindness would come back. Don't worry, it's coming. Everything you poured out will return like a flood. The love you gave to the wrong hearts will be returned by the right one. The money you lost will be multiplied. The peace they stole will become your identity. You won't even remember the pain, only the lesson. And now, think deeper. Why did strangers show you more support than people you grew up with? Why did you feel connected to messages like this, like someone is watching your journey? Because you are marked. Marked for impact, marked for favor, marked for greatness. Others walked easy roads because their calling is ordinary. But you are chosen. And chosen people carry heavier weight because they are being built to carry bigger blessings. Let's shift into something spiritual. Prophet Elijah was fed by ravens, fed in a dry place, fed where nothing grows. That alone makes no sense. Birds brought him bread and meat daily. Why? Because when God decides you must live, even the impossible must serve you. That's the kind of blessing that's coming to you. Resources from unexpected places. Opportunities that break all rules. Favor so strong, even your enemies will assist you without realizing why. If you're still watching this, comment, "I receive this," because your faith needs to be active. Every second you stay here, your destiny gets louder. Your spirit knows this isn't random. You can feel the truth rising inside you. Listen carefully. The storm that was supposed to drown you taught you how to swim. The pain that was supposed to destroy you awakened your power. They laughed when you fell, but they won't laugh when you fly. And you will fly, higher than every limit that ever held you. There's another real-life story that proves what I'm telling you. Her name is Nia. She went through a breakup that shattered her world. She thought she was finished. She cried herself to sleep for months, but instead of letting bitterness win, she turned her pain into purpose. She started sharing her journey, healing others as she healed herself. Today, she inspires millions. The person who broke her heart didn't destroy her, they activated her calling. Sometimes the worst thing that ever happened to you is the best thing that ever happened to your destiny. Look at your hands for a moment, go ahead. You see lines, but the universe sees design. You were not born to fit in. You were born to disrupt, evolve, transform. That's why comfort never lasts long for you. That's why average makes you feel like dying. You crave purpose. You crave meaning. You crave achievement. Your hunger will not go unrewarded. The nights you thought nobody saw you, heaven saw you. The prayers you whispered, thinking they'd never be answered, they were heard. And now the answer is approaching, fast. So fast that certain people will panic because they never believed you would rise this high. There's a third real-life story you need to hear. A boy named Leo grew up being bullied for his dreams, bullied for being different. But he didn't stop dreaming. He kept writing music in his bedroom. He kept improving while everyone else ignored him. Years later, that same boy, Leonardo da Vinci, changed the world with his art. The ones who mocked him now only exist in the shadows of his legacy. This is the part people forget. Greatness always looks weird before it becomes legendary. You have that same fire, that same imagination, that same destiny. You're not behind, you're being aligned. You're not unlucky, you're protected. Sometimes God closes doors because behind them is a poison that looks like a blessing. You think you lost someone? No, they were removed. You think you failed? No, you were redirected. Your story isn't ending. It's preparing the plot twist. Now take this seriously. Your financial situation is about to shift. Your emotional wounds are about to close. Your spiritual energy is about to elevate. You will not walk into your future with the same stress that lived in your past. Your environment will change. Your circle will change. Your expectations will change. You are not the same person you were last year, or even last month. Growth has been happening in places no one could see. And because of that, blessings are forming in places you cannot see. The biggest breakthroughs come silently, without announcement, without warning. You may wake up one morning and everything will be different. The email will come, the call will ring, the opportunity will appear, the right person will show up, the healing will hit instantly. You are closer to that moment than you think. So stay, watch, believe. And while you're here, hit subscribe because there are messages coming that your future self will thank you for hearing. You cannot afford to miss what is unfolding. Your purpose is about to wake up every sleeping part of your life. Everything that died is being resurrected. Everything taken is being restored. Everything blocked is being released. The gates of abundance are already opening. You will walk through them fully prepared. People will ask how you survived when everything was against you. They won't understand the nights you faced demons in your mind and still chose to rise the next day. They won't understand how you stayed kind when cruelty surrounded you. They won't understand how you continued loving when heartbreak nearly destroyed your ability to trust.